Hey guys, Papa Pete here, and Tom and the Intellivision crew just released a new preview video of a game we've seen before, a game there was a demo for a little while ago, back before Christmas. When I did a review of the demo, but now we got a little bit more in-depth gameplay for the classic game Breakout. Atari's Breakout was, like I say, simply a classic back in the day. I can remember when it came out in the 70s. It was really revolutionary at the time. It was an expansion of Pong. It was one of the first steps forward. And there's been all kinds of different incarnations over the years. So it's a really beloved game. So when you're making a new version of a game that's so beloved by so many retro gamers, you got to be careful what you're doing. So let's check out how the Intellivision crew, what we've seen so far is really good, but let's see how far the Intellivision crew has taken it and what other things we have to look forward to with Breakout. Alright, gotta love those splash screens. It's just great. Alright. Okay, sneak peek, work in progress. So remember that. This is a work in progress. It's not the finished product. I think it's great that they're giving us these views. The same old scene here. Tommy introduces the game. Right at his workstation right there. I love the fact they're making these videos and putting them out. Some people are saying, like, don't pick on them because they're not done, because they're obviously not done. You complain because they're not sharing information, but when they do share information, you complain because it's not totally done. Well, of course it's not. So, you know, will there be some flaws? Absolutely. But overall, man, it's pretty impressive. Now, this is brand spanking new. What was that I just saw? Brand new. Looks like each different level is a different setup of the screens you can play through. Hayashi top score and max combo 121. I see, and that's how it sets up for the breakouts, like the levels. So you can play the different levels, and they can set them up and name them however they like. And of course, you have your high scores. You saw that on the options. You have your high scores for different levels. This is just a one-player game. I think he's going to show us a little bit of both in this, if I'm not mistaken. One player and some multiplayer. And it's almost a vector-like graphic. It's kind of neat. I like the trails and the way the borders look, the side borders, and also the paddle. And there's your power-up that puts the safety barrier behind you, so nothing can get by you. Very interesting. Combo is the name of the game and scoring for this one. The maximize your combo because you get the points for hitting a block equals the amount of your combo. So the longer you can keep it running, the more points you're going to score. Wow, it's really pretty interesting. A little hectic here, I'll tell you that. So I wonder what happens when the actual blocks go by you, because it is progressing. I don't know if you're penalized by score or there they're going off the screen there now. It's not knocking down the safety barrier, although maybe that's what did it. We got the goal in sight. Looks like a lot of fun to play. Now, is this going to be played? How are you going to use a controller with this game? Is it going to be like moving up and down, two directions, sort of like a joystick, or are you going to be able to spin it like a paddle? Because, oh, that one goodbye. Because I know paddle games, this would be really, it'd be beneficial. That's a different power up right there. It puts a big laser blast right through the whole thing. I think a paddle game is great for Breakout. Maybe you're going to be able to play it by spinning the disc, and probably you're going to have a choice. Because one of the best things about the Intellivision Amico controller is you can play it different ways. We already know you can play it left-handed or right-handed, and I don't even mean that in the obvious way. I mean it like for old-time gamers like me. You hold it like in Intellivision. I'm right-handed, and I control the direction with my right hand. But when you have, I call it newfangle, that shows my age, doesn't it? When the NES came along and the game pads were brought in, it sort of flipped it up on its side, and all of a sudden people started controlling the direction, right-handed people, with their left hand. You're going to have all kinds of options, however you want to control it for the here on the Amico. Wow. And this is just like a different design, so that's alright. Look at the ball, that's crazy, and it's really moving towards you fast, so it's hard to control those balls. Okay, they all went by pretty quick when that barrier went away. And lost it. Okay, so what will they do? That power made the missile right through the Breakout. That's pretty neat. So that's level 21. I didn't catch what the name of that one was, but look, there it shows you the lineup. Really interesting. The design, oh, this is two-player here. I don't quite understand how come they move ahead. If you look at the paddles going up and down, every once in a while, one or the other will move ahead. Like there, it didn't move ahead and it hit the ball. But there, it just moved ahead. Not quite sure exactly what that means. There, the red one moved ahead before it hit the ball. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. And I don't know if this is competitive scores or if you're going for an accumulated total score. Well, that's kind of neat. The power-up was the guns, and I think the guns, to what I've seen, they just fire automatically, like an auto fire. And there's other. Look at that curvature on the ball. You put spin on it by moving the paddle as the ball hits it. I tried doing that with the demo that was out, and I didn't really master it very much. Once in a while, you could get a little bit of a hook on it, but again, I didn't really have very good control. I think it would take practice, and it would come out. Man, that's so close. That is hard. They're so close on top of you, and I bet you, obviously, the different levels are going to be different difficulties. Whether it's the speed they come out at you, pretty impressive, colorful, and just fine. Okay, here's some examples of the screens, the different layouts. There's one here I saw that that one. Look at that one. That's the dragon, the bridge, and the chalice from Adventure. That is awesome. I didn't catch the name of it when it flashed by there, but that's beautiful. What a neat idea. And they could almost make infinite number of different screens, and they could update screens, and you could download new screens. Really, really amazing. Just so much promise. And overall, it's just Breakout. Everybody loves playing Breakout. It's a fun game to play. I think that it's not a game that people are going to pay $40-50 for, but at a $10 price point, it's a lot of fun to throw it every once in a while. And anybody can play Breakout. Anybody can play it. You don't have to be a solid gamer. It's just, man, it's beautiful. What's this? That's just fast. Look how fast that's coming at them. There it is, breaking through the goal. Wow. And it's out. I didn't even see where it went through. It's really pretty hectic. It's something, again, if you're playing it, you might have a little bit better control to be able to visualize exactly where things are. But, wow, I guess that's it. Pretty impressive. Amico. So that's the newest rendition of Breakout. I think it looks really promising. They've expanded a lot upon the original game since the demo came out. The demo, of course, was just one level, and it was rather simple. Had quite a few power-ups in it. I know a lot of people played it. I still have it on my computer. It's a lot of fun. I don't think it's available anymore, actually, unless you can get it from somebody who's downloaded it in the past. But really worthwhile, and it looks like they've done a tremendous amount of work. Choice Publications is working on the game for Tommy, and I'm really happy with what I see, frankly. I think the variety that's there and the different screens is really promising, and at the end of the day, they could keep adding new designs and new Breakout screens all the time for all kinds of different difficulties. So what's to keep them from doing that in the future, right? Anyway, guys, that's my first look at Breakout. I'm glad they're showing us these videos. I think we're going to see more and more of them over the next little while as we build up towards the Amico finally getting released in this wonderful world of COVID and chip shortages and all the problems all the electronics world is having. At least it's giving them more and more time to develop these games and present them to us through these videos. So, you know what? We have lots to look forward to over the next few months until these games come along. And then once we get to actually play them, it'll be that much more to look forward to. Anyway, guys, thanks for a little bit of time with me today. Don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time they release another great preview video for the Amico. You take care.
Pete, Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Pete, Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50,
You watch Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
what the hell?